do an intro.
Totally. Trio.
That's the
That
intro.
was beautiful.
There you have it.
And
That
there's
was the new intro, everybody. For being here, guys, for the Dream Stream.
Dream Stream.
Here with Debbie and Kevin. And we did have some homework for everybody. If you were able to do it, you're supposed to meet up with your child self and see if you got any messages about that. So if you did, great. If you didn't, that's fine. No worries. And we'll be just doing other dream stuff anyway. So whatever you guys have, you can start putting them in there. And I did pin a little something at the top there. Make sure you put them in all caps, surround with emojis. Make sure you're hanging out in the chat in case we ask you anything. And it's in no particular order at all. But anyway, how are you guys doing?
Doing good.
Yeah.
My computer's. Whatever.
Debbie's dying to vent, guys, but she's gonna.
I promised I wouldn't vent. Keep it to myself.
We don't mind. It's a safe space if you want to vent. We're okay with it. Things just not linking up, or
well, it's just it had I had. It's like I have for my light, you guys, I have a remote for my little light thing, so I can make it stronger, I can switch colors, I can all the things. It's on remote. I have a remote for my camera, my new camera, and I can zoom in. Woo. And I can zoom out, but when I do that, see how my light.
So now you're just here. You're just
so they obviously are kind of the same deal because they're.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, see now I can't even. Now the camera's not even doing it. Gotcha. So now you guys know. I can still zoom in more.
Oh my gosh, we should leave so that it can just be all about you and you can just. What if I?
Oh, what's happening?
Oh, she left. Look at how did that? Oh, she took my camera off.
I didn't take your camera off.
You didn't?
No, I took me off.
How weird.
But as soon as I clicked that, your thing did that. I mean, I think can I bring you on? No, you got to turn your camera on.
Yeah. See what I'm up against, you guys.
Oh, I saw you for a sec there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah, it was a flash.
Something's happening.
Oh, this is fun. the apparition of Debbie. Okay. Oh, you are.
Oh. We can definitely see you.
We see you now. That's awesome. There we go. All right. Well, some people are saying some stuff here. I've started a couple of things. Cheryl said no dreams. Just did a test to see if I'm tone deaf. And from that test, they say I'm not tone deaf. So well done. Let's see. Yeah, it's good to see all you guys.
Janine had a good dream.
Ooh, what was Janine's dream? Or did you just start it? Oh, interesting.
Well, he is definitely all caught up in all of this law stuff. That's for sure.
That could be the path, right? So that's good. That's prophetic. Kevin, what's going on with you?
Well, life's happening. I'm busy, which is good. The sun was shining yesterday, which is also good.
Isn't that awesome when that happens?
Yep. I was like, countless blessings.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah, things are just kind of kosher. The usual.
Awesome.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Rouge.
Yeah.
That's always the way to go.
Yeah. How about you?
Pretty kosher over here too. I can't complain.
Yeah.
A little sleepy today, but
Yeah, me too. Well, I think maybe something's up. Maybe everybody else is feeling sleepy too, because I am too. Woo.
okay. Yeah. And like I said, I got plenty of sleep. I just
Yeah.
don't know what the issue is. I could easily just curl up and take a nap.
Mhm. Absolutely. Well, feel
Hi,
free.
Gigi.
Maybe need your blankie.
I need a blankie and a teddy bear, and I will be so happy.
Oh, yay.
I would be so happy.
We were oh my gosh, Tuta. So we got one of those things where you put your bike on it, and so you can spin in the house.
The stationary
Yeah, so
little stand.
No, it doesn't have a fan.
No, stand.
Oh, stand.
Yeah.
I thought you said it has a little fan.
No. Gosh, it's like 1960. No, where you take your real bike and put it on the
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was so excited to get on the bike, and so we put the bike on there, and it's the regular bike that we use, for mountain biking or whatever. Anyway, I was on it for like 15 minutes, and I thought I was gonna die. That's how horribly out of shape.
Were you like hugging the bike?
I'm like, really? Has it not even been? You have 10 minutes to go on your 15 minutes. Anyways,
That's awesome. You're doing it though.
yeah. Hey, that's what I kept saying. I showed up. At
This
least
time next week, you'll be like, I did a half hour, and it went like that.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. I just got to work up to it. It's so funny. Ridiculous. It was pathetic, you guys. Pathetic.
All right. So we got some things started here.
JJ's here, Cheryl. She's in the chat till the end.
That's right. I guess we can try to address the homework first, just to get that out of the way.
Yes, let's do the homework. I'm excited about that. Yeah.
Anything related to that? Did any of you have anything about? Did you all meet up with yours?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did. Which it was funny because I was in a conversation yesterday about. I think I had shared this, how they're doing the. My friend is doing. I forget what it's called. But she's doing she's checking the ley lines, the house spirit, any spirit energy, that all of that stuff, and harmonizing all of that. And so she finished, and so she sent back the report, and then we had a call yesterday just to go over it. And I had a few questions, and in it something took us to a picture, because she came for one of the visits to be on location, and she said, I wanted to share this with you. I didn't put it in the report, but she mentioned this picture, and it was a picture of my grandma, and I was in my studio, and so I went and I got it. And it's funny because I was a few minutes before that, I was talking about something that fell down, a crystal, and I had been showing her that. And then 5 minutes later, she says something about the picture, and the picture had fallen down. And yes, I had the window open. It was really nice. But I thought that was interesting. So I heard to go and get it. And so I walked over and I picked it up, and on the back, and I forget about it, it was the last letter that she had written me. When I moved to Victoria, we used to write each other letters. And so I read it for my friend who did this project. And of course, it took me 5 minutes to read a letter that was probably, 30 seconds. But so had this really, beautiful energy. And we talked a little bit about my grandma. And so last night, and that's the thing, when I woke up this morning, I was like, automatically went back to the picture and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then I remembered the dream. And so there was this carryover. And I just wrote this down right now because I had remembered from that conversation. So the dream, I was about 6 or 7 years old, and it was my birthday. And so she was there to celebrate my birthday with me. And it was just such that's all there really was in the dream. But then going back to the picture,
Yeah.
the last sentence of the letter was, and my birthday's interesting coming up. And she said, basically, happy early birthday. I know.
Nice. I
know.
love
I was
that.
like, thank you,
wow.
Grandma. Yeah. So yeah, that was my little revisit with my child self. And I love that child. I have to say that. I love that little boy.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
Yeah. And I never used to really acknowledge that or even say it out loud, but I feel so comfortable saying that I love that little boy. So
oh my goodness, we should all just say that right now about like, I love that little girl. I love
for
her.
sure.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, felt good.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think she's quite exceptional. And those are the types of words we need to tell each other. So Kevin, thank you for that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Tell ourselves.
It's very inspiring. Yes.
How about you guys? Did anybody else have a visitation with their younger self?
Debbie?
You go ahead, Lisa.
I did not. I mean, I wrote down what my dream was. I tried, but I did not do it unless my dream has something to do.
Well, that'll be interesting to see. So, you want to share your dream and we can tell you.
Interesting.
Okay. I just jotted down some stuff. I said, it was one of those where I looked down. I was an adult. I was wearing a security guard uniform.
Okay.
I was walking up and down a bunch of long hallways. I guess I would call him my buddy. There was a buddy that offered to get me a snack out of the break room. Okay. It was a piece of cake on a plate. I sat down on a bench. I walked past a long, empty stairway. Then I walked into a room that had a lot of windows. There's just all this light. So I'm on the bench with my little snack, and I don't want to eat it. And I don't think it was my buddy, but somebody off in the distance asked me what was wrong. And I kept saying I couldn't stop it. And then I started crying. And then there was a clock on the wall, and I kept trying to see what time it was to see if I couldn't. It was like too blurry. And then when I felt myself getting frustrated with that. And then a woman said, he can't stop crying, talking about me. So I guess I couldn't see the wall. I couldn't see the clock because I was crying so hard. I don't know what I couldn't stop. So.
All right. Well, that is 100% your little.
That's my little person.
Through, and we will dive into this off camera.
Okay. Yikes! This might be the last show, guys. I might be leaving.
Yes, it is, and I love that security guard. Yeah.
All right,
Lisa, did you say that it was a piece of cake?
Yes,
a piece of cake.
That's curious.
Was it birthday cake?
Interesting. Love it. Yes, so you did your homework. Good job, Lisa. You did your homework.
Right.
Love that.
Cool. What was yours, Debbie?
So, I too did the homework, and I actually went through different ages of me, where different situations. But what it showed me was I still have work to do for my little girl. And we do so much. You guys, the family knows this. We do so much work. We've done the work, right? We've done the work. We've all done the work. But there's always more, isn't there? And so they were just specifically showing me different different scenarios of where one scenario would affect these other situations. As you know, as it went up to when I was 8, the dream, the last age I was around 18. So it showed how, you know, how it continues to affect different decisions or different things you do. You know, this scenario here, you know, whatever. So that was my dream, and I am so grateful that I think Kevin was the one who suggested it. It just is offering us an opportunity to talk to our little ones,
I love that.
ourselves, our little selves.
And
Yeah.
I love my little self. I thought she was
Yeah.
a neat kid. I liked her.
Yay.
She's
I
all
like
right.
her too.
Yeah. I pulled one card for the energy of that, and it's acceptance. And that's really beautiful, looking in that reflection of the mirror and seeing those parts of us. And it feels like, I mean, I know I'll speak for myself, doing this work, tuning into people and picking up on those big moments. Spirit will often showcase those things, and they're connected to parts of where we are now, of course. And so sometimes the reflection in it, we need to do it multiple times to heal. And in it, there can be different layers of that healing in that revisit. So yeah, the younger self, the child self, I embrace looking at it, and I can't say that I always did.
Yeah, right. Because we spend a lot of time pushing them away because of kind of what they may have represented for us, you know. But yeah, turn that around.
Mhm.
Start loving on them and hugging. And
Absolutely.
but you know, how much money did we all just save on therapy by just putting that intention for a dream to kind of show us where some of this stuff is still, you know, projecting into our lives today. And we can get that work done by ourselves. Hi, Teresa.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, you go.
No, I was just going to thank everybody for putting their stuff in, because everybody's putting their stuff in.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Would either of you like to pick the first one to kind of look at, or I can, let's see here. Sorry, I'm so tired.
No wonder you're tired. That makes sense. Really,
maybe it was the dream that made me tired, right?
You know, we worked hard last night on
draining.
So I'm tired.
Draining.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can find.
Did anybody was anybody able to?
I didn't see anyone that shared.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything really about child self, so. But everybody's got good dreams in there, though.
Sounds good, Hilda. Hilda's making spaghetti.
Ooh, that's what I made last night.
Oh, pasta. Don't get me started, guys. It's a problem. I'm all about it. I love pasta.
I put a lot of love into my sauce.
You do. You make good sauce.
All right.
All right, Rossi.
Hi, Rossi.
Is there a cat in that picture?
Hugs
Oh, yeah.
To you. Hugs to you, Teresa.
Hiding in there.
So Rossi has a childhood dream that she can recall. Swimming under the sea, never needed air, swam in caves, could see bright light from above, was always in light even when she was very deep down. That feels like a very, very optimistic dream.
My goodness. Oh gosh.
Again, that's curious. And I just shoveled. I instantly heard past life with this one, which is interesting.
Yeah, and the word I got instantly was remembering. Like this was a memory.
Wow.
Like the actual dream was not not you remembering that you had a dream.
And in that child theme, the cosmic womb.
Mm.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and so you know what that reminds me of is, and Kevin, you've done a lot of you've heard a lot of past, I mean, near-death experiences when you've heard some people talk about being in a water-like
Yeah.
place where you can breathe, but it's like you're swimming.
Yeah. Yeah. Very fluid. Yeah. Absolutely. Very womb-like.
Rossi said,
That's what I was thinking of when she said that was the womb.
Yeah.
I have always lived near oceans and water.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Interesting. What else is coming with this?
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like this is, you're remembering. That's what they keep showing me.
And is that it seems like that would be a recurring dream.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
Sure.
it's like, it's like a memory trying to.
Yeah. She also said, did she say anything else about that? Let's see here. No, I was seeing somebody else there. Or Rossi, are you still here? Does that? Oh, I've always. Oh, that's what she said. I've always lived near oceans and water. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't have anything to add to that, but that's lovely.
Yeah. I mean, there's, okay. Let's see if we can ask a question in regards to this memory. Is this,
What is this?
okay. So I asked if it was I was going to ask, if is it a heavenly memory or an earthly memory, like a time on a earth or a planet. And I got Lisa, I got totally earth. Totally, it was earth. It was an earth experience.
I love it.
I mean, a heavenly experience. Totally a heavenly experience. But let me go ahead and.
I drew 2 cards about it over here.
Uh-huh.
I mean, continue with what you're saying. I'm just jumping in because I just have this.
No, I just.
I got the 10 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. So, I mean, there's something very positive about this memory.
Ooh.
And maybe that goes back to the family, heritage, past life stuff. But I love the victory in that. It's it really seems like, especially when you explained that you had all that light around you, it really feels like a victory in that too, all that light.
And I wonder, it's very womb-like, and all the cards I got is in regards to a womb. You have little child in the home, and the light and the woman. So
wow,
it's very womb-like, which is part heavenly and part earthly. I don't know. This is
It almost feels like that the messages will come through to Rossi eventually. Like pay attention.
I can't make sense. I'm trying to get more information, but it's like I can see you in this water, and it's more than water. It's like I heard life force, and in the energy of that, it's like you go to the surface, but then you resurface. So it's like it's not a matter of right and wrong. It's perfect, but it's like it's just this continuation. So I feel like there is something there about there's more for you in this, and the discovery of deeper meaning. And it feels really good. I don't know if you're on a health quest. I'm not sure if you would understand that, but there's like, I don't know, this one's deep rooted.
Yeah.
I like it. I
do too.
It feels good.
Yeah.
It is it. Oh, and I like what I just heard was when you have this dream, what do you feel like when you wake up, Rossi? Because it really is a place of where you can just release everything and just be surrounded by this love. And so you remember that, and remember that space is there for you always, just to kind of rest in that when this gets too hard here on this plane. That's what I just heard for you in regards to this dream as well.
Let's see. I'm not seeing Rossi saying anything yet.
Oh my gosh, you guys. So, and again, I have Mother hugging you in light.
Oh, wow.
There's that light again.
So
Rossi feels calm and relaxed.
Yeah. So that makes sense to that last message for you there, Rossi.
Lovely.
All right.
Thank you, Rossi. All right.
I like the little fish icons.
Right. Did you guys want to pick the next or?
Go for it. Yeah.
Sure.
Whatever makes you feel good.
Okay.
You're welcome, Rossi.
Hi, Ness.
Hi.
Hi, Ness.
Right. Ness says, I had a dream about my grandmother, Jo, and she said, and she was giving me things in my hand when I thought, okay. Can you read it for me, Lisa? And then I'll.
I have a dream about my grandmother, Jo, and she was giving me things in my hand when I thought I moved things with my mind. She told me, I am here now. I will make things better. Any insights?
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yes. Okay.
That feels like your grandmother is part of your little team, part of your guides.
Yeah, 100%. Grandma Jo has joined the team, has joined your spirit team. I kept thinking I was moving things with my mind, but she revealed to me that she was putting things in my mind. So there's some layers here that came right in for you, Ness. And initially what they were saying with this is so grandma is part of your spirit team, but and she's also assisting you in changing narratives that you've held on to that are no longer either helping you or and again in your hand, right? So you're holding on to this narrative that's not benefiting you, and she's helping you change the narratives of things. So and what I mean by that, it could be that you think that you have a negative tape playing about yourself. Like you might be saying, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not good at that, I'm not, whatever negative things we tell ourselves all the time. And so that's just an example, but she's here to help you change the narratives to help you expand.
And Ness said, I kept thinking I was moving things in my mind, but she revealed to me that she was putting things in my mind. Just an additional
Interesting,
thing.
yeah.
And something that popped up for me was I was thinking, what's that phrase people sometimes loved ones will say, I'll move mountains for you. I think there's something about that too. And I love what you were saying about getting past the narrative that you may have set for yourself that's not serving you. Because I'm feeling like those mountains are definitely the obstacles in your life. And I think it's a reminder that not only can you change that narrative and make those mountains move for yourself, but you get such great backup too. And that feels good also. But What do you have, Kevin?
Spirit's pointing out the theme in this because of the intention with the inner child, and that connection. If someone can confirm this, that grandmother, because my understanding is that women are born with all of their eggs. So mother with there's that connection with grandmother. So they're going deeper into that. And the card is so perfect, again, in that womb, like surrounded by water with the light. And the cards that I got, the first two were just to validate her working with you, the ancestral wisdom, lay of the land, and then the universe kind of in the hand working with you. So that gift between, and then that energy of what kind of the reclaim and the working out the parts that don't serve you. I think, Debbie, you were mentioning that is the reconciliation. So this opportunity to reconcile the parts that no longer serve you. So there's great support for you in this, Ness. Yeah, I'm just in that energy of mother and grandmother and child, and feels.
I do have one card, and it says courage and boldness. Step into courage despite your fears. Be willing to take a risk in order to gain more. Speak your truth. Courage and boldness. And there's a little wisdom in there. And a little owl in there.
Yeah.
Oh, so cute.
And I understand. Yeah. So, and yes, she is my mom's mom, confirmed. Okay. And yes, she keeps pointing out the telekinesis part where, where you're, but it's important to know that our spirit team will use whatever to get our attention, right? To bring that message through. So.
Oh, and that's interesting. This was in the hand.
Oh, look at that.
Putting things in the hand, and look at the energy that is coming into the hand there.
Nice.
Okay.
Powerful. Lovely.
So dreamy.
Thank you, Ness.
Riff Raff Ray just wants you to say his.
Huh?
Riff Raff Ray.
Oh, is Riff Raff Ray here? Riff Raff Ray! I love that name.
Riff Raff Ray says, I'm okay.
Riff Raff Ray.
Oops, right. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that.
Oh my gosh, funny.
All right.
Riff Raff Room.
Here's one from Riff Raff Ray. I'm such a maroon. Put my dream on both of the other streams. Oh, it's okay. No worries. Yeah, it all goes to one destination. So wherever
we get them all.
You're on, you're watching it.
Yeah.
Highlight of their day. Perfect.
Awesome. Glad to help. All right. Let's see.
It's either Kevin's turn or Lisa's turn.
I think it's mine now. Yeah, you picked the last one, Debbie. Let's see. Janine. Hi, Janine. I've had a few astral travel with my divine masculine. He was my cancer doctor back in 2004 through 2009. He moved several times during this experience. I wish to know, does he have the same experiences?
Okay, so this is a little different than a dream. And so when you astral travel and meet up with someone in the ether, now, or is this are you dreaming? Like I'm kind of going back and forth. Is this a dream, or are you dreaming that you're astral projecting? Yeah, that's right. Now, Janine, if you're still here, let us know if you're astral projecting, or Janine's still here. Or if you're dreaming and you're meeting up. It's just slightly different in how we interpret. But I'll throw some cards on it too. Just
And thank you, everybody, for putting in your information today and being here and sticking around.
Sticking around.
Yeah, that's everything, so that we can talk to you about your stuff, about any details.
Okay, so it has always been while I'm dreaming, but it's real to you. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. Okay, so so in your dream, your cancer doctor is is another part of you. So when you think of your cancer doctor, you gave us the word divine masculine. And so what else comes up to you? I feel and smell things. Okay. What else comes in for you in regards to this doctor? What other characteristic is strong for you when you think of him? Okay. So I don't see an answer yet, but so when you in your dream, I don't understand. Okay. So when you think of your doctor, was he kind? Any characteristics? The first characteristic that comes to your mind, was he kind, attentive, mean, grumpy? Whatever it was. What's that characteristic that comes to you? And so why I'm taking you here is that part. It's like you're tapping into a part of you. He represents a different part of you in your dream. So he is you, is what I'm saying. Gentle, and he was caring. So gentle and caring. So you're tapping into this divine masculine, gentle, caring part of yourself. And so I know that you're asking if he's having the same experiences, but what your spirit team is showing me, that this is actually all your experience, and kind of like, and it really talks about how grateful you are to him, and that communicate, in trying to communicate that to you, but it is you, that is yourself too. It's communicating back to you. Anyway, I wish I could talk, you know what I mean, with Janine, so I could explain better. But literally, this is all you being grateful, and also recognizing your own divine masculine, gentle, loving part of yourself that's part of that dream, and connecting, and wanting to connect more into that.
I threw just a few cards over here. I did get some pentacles, and sometimes that is health related stuff. So because it was your former physician, maybe that's what that is. But I did get the Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and with that four, it does. I love that. That kind of makes me feel along the lines of the giving nature that he probably had for you, and it's like because I got the Hangman too. I think it's really about your perception. And I loved what Debbie was saying about how, every character in your dream is a dimension of yourself. And that's often reminded, to everyone of everything that we do in our dreams. And I think that Four of Pentacles is really kind of a reminder for you to kind of hang on to that gentleness and that givingness, and through such a tumultuous time or whatever was going on with you, that was a comfort for you, and that you're able to provide that same comfort for not only yourself but for others too, and overcome this stuff, the whatever conflicts and everything. So definitely keep thinking about the perspective. I think that's what that is, and which is cool, because the way she asked the question was kind of like, is he feeling it too? It's like, well, it's not him that you need to zone in on. It's yourself.
It's yourself.
Are you feeling it too? So
Ooh, I
think
like that.
that's a lot of what that is that I'm feeling over here.
Yeah. Interesting. Just all about that vision and the eyes of the eagle and into the I see. So it is more of your own reflection that there's focus on. And I love the cards, and it's that love, purpose, and empathy. So that it feels like a wonderful energy in that you see you as yourself in that. So yeah, that was it's really straightforward and simple, but yeah, that one's very complex.
Layered dream.
Yeah.
There is layered. There is layers there.
Paradoxical and
Most dreams are, right?
yeah.
I think our team is just hoping we catch on to something.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Janine.
Thank you, Janine. Blessings to you. And
and you're welcome, Janine.
For
huge hugs on that
journey. Yeah.
All right. My turn?
Yeah.
All right. Susie Lovin' Music 1966.
Hey.
I dreamt I was in my childhood home. Interesting childhood. Okay. A tornado was heading right to it. There was a skylight, and a tornado stopped over me and smiled like a jack-o'-lantern. Interesting. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Huh.
I know.
It's like a Halloween Wizard of Oz.
Well, you know, what I'm first being told here, you guys, is that that sometimes our child perspective on things is scarier than they really were, or worse than they really were, or bigger than they really were, type of feel to it. And so this tornado is coming to your childhood home, which is, you know, pretty much self-explanatory there. And it stops right over you and is just kind of gives you a smile. And jack-o'-lanterns are a pumpkin that you carve the face in it that you want, right? So you can carve a happy face in the jack-o'-lantern, you can do a scary face or whatever. So this is something that you've carved out yourself in your memory. So you have this memory, or the tornado. So, but that's as far as I've gotten. I'll come back to me later, you guys. I'm gonna check something out here.
All right. It does feel like it has something that has to do with the things you can control, things that you can manipulate in your favor, things that I'm almost reminded of the previous one where the perception of things, and I'm totally being reminded of the previous one we just did.
Oh,
there's something to be said about the way you perceive things coming at you a certain way. Like it started out a complex tornado, total destruction or unknown, right? And then it wound up being a soft smile, a completely different entity altogether. So that seems very powerful. And that seems like that's something now I'm at a loss for words again. All right. All right. Kevin, go for it.
Well, I'm in that energy and the awareness of, again, that perspective. And so in the reflection back to different parts of our life, and especially the child self, that feels like a theme in this. And the invite to look into the shadow parts. There's treasure in the shadow if we look there. And so I love these cards. I got the loneliness, knowing that you're never alone. And that has to do with the trust in that relationship. So this just feels very supportive. These dreams feel really so significant for people to really, like, there's invitation in all of these for people
Yeah.
to look at different aspects of their life. It has to be, and into thee I see, I feel like Spirit really wants us to consider looking at parts where we have, we could still, put a bit of an energy, that perspective around different parts, and really be in the embrace of that. So this is coming up collectively, is what I'm being made aware of, and feel so much support from. So these dreams are, these are awesome.
I like Barb said, Barb's Wheel of Fortune says, seems like the child has power over their fears. And that's a good point there. I do also, what else came into while you guys were bringing forth the energy there, and it just kind of goes along with all of the messages here, is that, when you're looking at a tornado, it literally represents changes are coming. Okay. And, but you see it coming, and it's like scary. So looking at your life today, Susie, when change is coming, and your response to it is big, like it is scary. It's big. And they want you to take the opportunity, because at some point it feels as though some big changes happen where you felt out of control, but it still affects how you address change now. Does that make sense?
Thank you, Janine.
Thank you, Janine. Blessings to you. It's still again, opportunities, messages come through our dreams.
It's the caterpillar, which is all about the change, and look, opportunity. As you're saying it was the last card underneath, and I didn't know that I had.
Oh my goodness.
That. So
yep. Yeah. And so it's kind of like, okay, now I can look at this, because when I was a child and something big change happened, and it created this unrealistic fear that kept with me. And so that's kind of where they want to, I feel like they want you to go there with this, Susie, and release that, and give that little Susie a hug.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I just had a couple of cards. I had the Queen of Pentacles that made me feel like you stepping into your own power. And I'm really picking up a lot of awakening with you. I got the Queen of Cups, the Hierophant. I mean, both of these.
Oh, yes.
And you could almost imagine that's you in the house with all that above you. So that's really you coming to terms with being able to overcome whatever obstacles, like what you guys just explained. So it's very strong.
I love that. Cheryl says, when I take the SkyTrain, there's a sign that says, a child is mighty. So children are mightier than we think or believe, and children deserve the credit for it. Absolutely.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Amen. If we had to go through what children go through, we wouldn't make it a day. I mean, telling you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for that.
That's so good. I love my little Susie, she said.
Yay.
Yay.
We love your little Susie too.
Today. There's invite everybody say that to their little self today.
We love you. Oh, yes.
Wonderful.
We love your little Susie too.
Thank you, little Susie.
I have a feeling I know where JJ's taking us today.
Got a hunch?
All right.
It's almost that time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Getting close. We have time for one more dream here.
All right. One more.
Let's see. So thank you for all the dreams, though. This is great.
Yeah, you guys are awesome in there.
I love
all of you.
I love this time with you guys. The dream stream.
JJ's in there laughing.
Are you picking, Deb?
I'm looking. There's
perfect.
there.
No, I just didn't know if it was your.
Yeah, no, there's so many that are starred.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot. We have 42 starred. You guys,
That's
Oh, that's a
huge.
lot. Yeah.
42.
Thanks,
Oh my
guys.
God. This
Yeah.
is a good one. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're all good. This is just really. Pam, I dreamed that I was flying with my daughter that has passed away. Did this happen? Felt so real. Yeah. Absolutely.
I have the head to toe chills on this one.
That feels like everything to me. Yeah.
Yeah. And what an incredible, beautiful experience that you got to have with your daughter. And I see it as and what my team is telling me, that this was a true experience that you got to share with her.
Mhm.
And what a wonderful gift. What a wonderful gift.
Mhm. Yeah.
I mean, right away, I feel like there's a lot of obvious love with this. There's even like a little hint of playfulness with this.
Mhm.
Totally feeling it was a visitation of some sort. And it's something that will happen again if it hasn't already happened on a repetitive basis. You'll be taking flight often, I think.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
cool.
Just let her know. Say, hey, let's do another meetup.
Let's go for a ride. Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. But that's what I'm feeling over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have cards just to back up what they were telling me. Mother, child, and the son.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't.
Oh.
That's beautiful.
So definitely showing that that
Yeah.
coming together, like beautiful.
I just love the energy of it. I got the self-love card and talk about receiving that gift.
Look at her. Yeah.
And then there's a layer of it for it, just a little bit of a message around we can have these things and receive these things, and one part of it is that it reignites the hope, and in the energy of hope, it anchors our faith. So that's there for all of us. So we can call upon, be in the request of these visitations. And they're just like a memory because they're just as real. And so what a beautiful gift. What a beautiful
Mhm.
Oof.
gift to have.
I've still got the chilies on it.
Warm
So,
fuzzies.
warm fuzzy chilies.
And thank you, Pam.
Yeah, thank you, Pam.
And we're about to birth Tuta.
Tuta.
Oh, here she comes. Push, everybody. Push. Oh, there she
There
is.
she is. I love Lola's dream, though. She says, hello, beautiful ones. Just wanted to share that apparently I was having a whole conversation and laughing last night. My husband asked me who I was talking to, and I responded, Tucker Carlson.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
That's funny.
Lola. That's
All
awesome.
right.
Hi,
Tuta, JJ.
Hello.
How are you, JJ? Thanks for being
Tired. I am tired too. And
Yeah.
I was
Are
like,
you?
I was
I'm
like,
telling ya.
maybe Tuta can come through as a cup of coffee, and just give us a little bit of energy. Yeah, my energy is dragging, but it's really nice here today. It's nice and warm, and yeah,
Ooh, nice.
lovely. Yeah.
And I just want to thank you again, everyone. 42 dreams came in.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I just typed it. I'm like, thanks,
Guys.
everybody.
I even unstarred some as we went, so we actually had more than that.
Wow.
I unstarred the ones that we have done.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So there was even more than that.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
I was listening to most of what we were talking about today, and definitely thinking about the inner child, the wonder of it all. But it's like when I think of the inner child, I think of like they're so rich in being a seer and a visionary, and just helping us, like they could be like the most perfect guide for, like, fun, and like almost seeing people for who they really are too. They're just innocent little beings. And so they want to talk about being like calling in the remembering of being a seer and a visionary. And they also said northern lights. I know that in the US, there's been a lot of northern lights, even here in Idaho.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So bringing in that, those different colors, it's like color evolving to another color, and it has this beautiful inner child feeling. And it wants to, if people stick around, I think it's going to be pretty healing, because as I was bringing in the energy, it's like I could feel like breast cancer. I could feel something in the uterus for healing. There was head pressures, headaches, just like this overall like dull, dense feeling, which I'm really excited to get my hands on.
Right.
Yeah. So
I was also seeing fragments of our inner child work fragments.
Everybody's saying this candle behind me is like
Yeah,
bouncing all over the place.
it's really. I saw that. I'm like, ooh.
yeah. And I was thinking too, because I called in Reiki, and it's just like, oh my God, if I touched my electronics right now, I feel like it would zap it. So while we do this, maybe if everybody just makes sure that you're not touching like your electronics, like if you're holding on to a phone listening to this, just, put it like in a pocket, just make sure there's some cloth in between you. That would be my recommendation.
Okay.
Annie Bear is out by her cascara tree.
Oh, great.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Liz is here for it. Here we go.
All right. So first off, I'm just going to take a deep breath in and release. Deep breath in and releasing our day. Breathing in. Saying hello to our emotions. They say if you have on your energetic your hoodie, that it's okay right now. If you feel like this is a secure, sacred place, to go ahead and take off those energetic hoodies so we can hear and we can feel. And they're showing me this beautiful, beautiful meadows with these beautiful yellow and red flowers. And they're talking about with childlike eyes, just looking at it, but also hearing. They want to work on hearing. Like you can hear all the little noises in the field. Pano mama shinana kono shitana yiwa pano kayoshiwa yiwa mano mama kakona yiwa ye tanu mama kieti nama ushtitano e kayiwa mama ye pako kai Pama mama kukan inana ashtitano kitano ishtitayiwa anana nako iwa no mashtitana yiwa manuna panoka wena pankuna nashtitai manuina uishtitana kayiwa ayina tanawa ishtitana kayiwa manuna ashtita Pamamako kana ishtitana kayewa nai Tamako ishtitano kanaka yewa. Ato tano kana ishtitano kayewa. Pamamakito mama ishtitano kana yewa. Pano mana nanana ishtitano kayewa. Ewa mayua ona yewa mpano ishi mpano mai tanaka I. Mpama ishtitano kayewa mpawa yewa. Ayewa yewa ye maiwa oshewa maiwa. Mpano kayewa. Ashtita, Washtita, ye mawa, totanania wa kuna mayewa. Uka ye maye mau, kia wa ye wa. Padutana, no, kina moshtitana ye wa, mpano, kaye, tai, mama ye wa. Atobo ina maui tanama papaki wa she maye wa aye wa tano ka manaka urishtita ye wa ukana ye na pako ye wa nushtitai. Panokana ishtitano ka ye wa paka ishtitano koga giba pako ka ye wa ako tano ka ye wa pano tano shtitai pano tano ka shtitai. Ato tano ka no ka shtitai. Pamaku ewa, shena ma yewa, manu mama kiatsi she, pama waka yewa. Pama kyuta no mapakoshti tana ki mama baputo no mapakonoshti tai, aye tana makona ashti tana kayewa, panama kukayewa, pashti tana ki ma papaku yewa natana kawishti. Papakano kitatanana ashtitana witanana yeshtitana mpano kayewa ashtita waye nama papaye ma uashtatano ki mpano kano ashtitano pano nama yewa papako shewa naka yena tanaka ye tananaka yewa numa yewa shewa manuita mawe wa ye mawishtita ye tana kakayewa ye tano shtitano kakitana yewa atuna koshtita yewa makayewa ye tana kana tono shtita yewa yewa koewa shewa maye matueka anuna tano shtitai etama mapakayewa ma shtitayewa mpano papa yewa ye tanui nama yewa papa kiawana shewawa yewa mama yewa atutanama shtita yewa yena tanoka ye tanama shtita yewa no ka yewa oeshtita akona tanoka yewa no mama kiwa ye tana shtitai ye tanoka manoka ye tanu shtitai atanana kushtitano nama yewa wakiwawa mpano ewa ashtitano kitana yewa ma yewa mpano tanui mpamama yewa. Tanuka nashtita atotana nana kayewa no ma yewa patu tina tanoshtita. Tanu kayewa, and so it is.
When you were doing that, I felt heat all up and down my back.
I don't know if you can see, I'm bright red.
Wow.
Because usually I'm like, oh, I've got goosebumps all. No, I'm like burning up over here.
Burning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
There was that. I'll show you the card that I pulled first, which I think is really fitting. It's the energy of the bat. And so I'll tell you what it says on it, which I think is really great. But they took us all and they took our child selves and they showed us that we have, some of us has turned our backs on our child self, which so we've turned ourselves back to back. And so they activated third eye and they brought us to feel the strength and the courage to look back into the shadow self. And so and then my whole body, they want us to look our child self in the eye and be in that knowing, back to the innocence. And so this is a way of going forward. And so the energy of the bat, and it's so perfect, it says a rebirth is assured. And so as we do this, we see one another. We see one another in this. So joining into the energy of that feels so good.
So good.
Thank you,
I
Spirit.
can't even, Kevin, right now, because I'm so glad I write stuff down so you guys believe me, that I'm not making this up. Yeah, seriously. You know how usually when we come together and we link in and I'm looking around, we're all adults. This time we were all children
Mm.
and we were all playing. And then all of a sudden, so I knew we were all together. And but then all of a sudden it was like different parts of each. So they were showing basically to, as we were playing, to go and find the ones. So we had to run and look for the other little ones that we've left behind or that we pushed aside, and wake them up. And so parts of you that you may have, that you personally have bullied in yourself, like you bullied yourself, and so they didn't quite fit in the realm in your life due to people around you saying things to you or whatever, and so you took that as truth, and so you personally bullied yourself into that part of you kind of going to sleep. It's time to wake them up, time to give them hugs. And that's where that healing and that heat came in, is when bringing them, and literally time to crown them queen, time to crown them king, time to put them on the throne. They are amazing and wonderful. And so those, it just goes right on. I just can't, I don't have,
Put it into words.
it's hard to put into words, but you guys get the gist.
Yeah.
Find those
Right at the end, they did that. They're like, here you are walking, but the children are behind you. And it was multiple children at different ages.
Yes.
And it was like, well, let's come together. And then they wrapped us up in my vision of it, it was a colorful yarn, like a yarn ball, because it was playful and fun. And, so yeah, they just kind of tied us all together. Not all of us, but us, like me and my inner children. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. So there's multiple inner children. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. And they said also, I don't know if this is something that somebody heard like a grandfather say, or they were just saying, it's a tough nut to crack.
Oh.
And we can just see how we would want to protect like our inner children, and how for me, I'm seeing it as like a walnut shell.
Yes, very protective of something.
Super protective, and it's a tough nut to crack, but it needs to crack so the growth can happen, and the kiddos are ready to come out.
They sure are.
Come on out, kiddos.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's lovely. Well, I guess we're done. I every time you get done, JJ, it takes me a second to get my faculties. I just want to sit here and stare for a little bit. But can't do that. Thank you for that. And thank you, Debbie, and thank you, Kevin, and everybody in chat. You guys were awesome today and so interactive. And this is always such, we do this every third Sunday, and it seems like it gets better every time. I get so much out of it every time. So thank you for doing this with me, guys.
We will be doing the dreams again.
How do you, Lisa, how do you announce the homework?
Do you want it next time around? Homework next time around too, and like I did this time and the night before, put something in, and we'll come up with something. Is there anything coming up on your channels that you all want to talk about?
Did you hear JJ's question?
Oh no,
Because I think you cut out there.
I think I did too.
You might have been answering it when I said it. How do people know what the homework is for next?
Go to the community tab, and I will post like our little thumbnail, and also include what the homework's going to be. Mm-hmm. I guess I should probably maybe throw it in the title of the live stream too, but I'll always do it a night or two before, so you guys will know what it is, and then what time to be here. So it's always going to be 3. It's going to be every third Sunday, but we'll always let you know. So, but I know I'm noticing that there's some power stuff happening over here. I don't know what that is.
Well, I can tell you.
Candles are flickering and things are. So, did you all want to share anything about your channels? Anything coming up?
I have one.
I have a channel too.
I need coffee or something.
They've got channels, guys. So find them.
Channels. All of us do. And they're awesome. And
they're all awesome.
We have a special going on. Subscriptions are free for life.
Oh, is that new?
It's new on my channel.
Subscriptions are free.
Subscribe to all of our channels, and wherever you currently are watching this today, please leave a comment so that you can help all of us out. It really helps us grow. So comments after every live stream is everything, and hit the like button too. So, but yeah, thanks guys, and everybody have a good rest of the day and have a good week.
May Day tomorrow. May Day.
Yay. Love you guys.